We are Andrew and Leanne. We are currently travelling around Vietnam for the first time. After spending 4 days experiencing the foods and sounds of the very busy Hanoi, we are taking a bus 16 hours south to the much quieter Hoi An. So today we are leaving Hanoi. We actually have a bus for 16 and a half hours to Da Nang. As far as I'm aware, the first part of the journey is from here, and we get picked up in a minivan. From the minivan, they take us to the main bus station where we board onto the big VIP bus. We paid for the luxury bus, so hopefully we get the luxury bus. But yeah, we would have jumped a train, but the trains were like 3 times the price. So we've come onto the bus instead, and hopefully it's a nice enough experience.
So we're sitting here waiting for our minivan to pick us up. If any Vietnamese people are watching this, what is this? It is absolutely delicious. I'm slightly addicted to them. The smell is like vanilla ice cream. It's gorgeous. It's called Luong Co. 5-star. I think I'm like butchering that, but we just love them. We can't get enough of them. So we're on the minivan now, on our way to hopefully the big bus. The minivan is full. It's on time though, so that's good. So a little bit of confusion. We've been dropped off by the minivan. There are several coaches here that all say VIP bus. We just went to get on one and the guy said basically put the luggage in, but then there were people waiting on the side and there were people saying no, so it was a little bit confusing. Yeah, let's see what our bus actually looks like.
Starting to get a little bit worried because all the buses that have pulled up so far don't look anything like the bus that we saw online when we booked it. There is a bus coming further back in the queue that is yellow, and the bus that we booked was yellow, so fingers crossed that actually looks like the bus that we've booked, because these ones don't look too comfortable. I think we're on this bus for 16 and a half hours. Okay, so we found our bus. We are on the yellow bus, it's a bit further down, so we're just going over there now. It's a bit confusing. If you come here, basically show your ticket and give your name to this one woman basically patrolling the whole area, and she's got 3 separate lists for 3 separate buses, and she's just pointed us in the direction of this one, so here it is. My backpack is too narrow for this corridor.
She's given us this whole top bunk just for me and Andrew. Oh my god, where's my foot? This is just for us. Oh, wow. Ow, Jesus. It's a bit cramped, but this whole space is just for me and Andrew. Where's the TV? We don't get a TV.
No.
We don't get a TV though.
We have a laptop.
But we've got no TV. Welcome aboard this VIP bus to Da Nang. We are in our own little suite here. It's very basic, but the roof's padded. I have sprained my neck because I'm literally like this. These seats do not come up at all, so we are going to be lying down the whole way, which is 16 hours. We do have a nice window. We have air vents. We have a nice light, but I don't know how you switch that off. Maybe like that. Oh yeah, that's how you switch it off. We have chargers. That's pretty much it, to be honest. Lots of leg room. We paid £23 each for this. It is really nice actually that we've got this whole space above here. We'll try and show you one of the other cabins just so you can see what single people get. As far as I know, there is a suite below us as well, just like this. But yeah, not too bad.
This is one of the single beds, very, very similar to our cabin, except our cabin has 3 of them lined up together. There are curtains that go across all of them, so it's kind of like a capsule hotel in Japan. Loving the fact that we've got like a separate room for ourselves. It means that we can basically talk to each other. We may even be able to watch a movie on the laptop. I'm just gonna check and see if there's a toilet on board. I'm not sure if there is. All the other small little cabins as well get outlets, all the lights and everything like that. There is what looks like televisions in front of them, but they're not. They're just like LED panels with nice pictures from around Vietnam. Anyway, I'm gonna look for a toilet, jump back in the cabin, and then maybe eat my banh mi because I'm getting kind of hungry. So they also come with a blanket, and it also comes with a pillow. It's more like a headrest, but it's detachable so I can put it where I want. It's actually more comfortable than I thought it would be. Leanne's not so sure. Leanne said it's
a nice big space, but it's the headroom.
Yeah, I do wish there was a bit more headroom so we could sit up for part of the journey. But Still surprisingly better than I thought it would be.
Okay, so we finally set off. It's actually 20 to 7 now. We were supposed to set off at 5:30, so a bit of a delay. I'm not sure why, but we're on our way.
Good morning from Hoi An. Sorry we didn't film kind of the transition between the last shots on the bus and here. A lot happened over the past, it's actually been like 2.5 days. Well, I found the bus quite comfortable, but Leanne did get very, very sick. It got to about 6 o'clock in the morning and the bus kind of turfed us out onto the side of the street with no explanation, no warning. And then a second bus then came and picked us up to take us to Da Nang. I didn't find the bus too bad. You really didn't enjoy it.
Yeah, I think I was sick every half an hour for like 16 hours. It was horrendous. Honestly, it was probably the worst 24 hours of my entire life. So don't know if it was motion sickness from the bus or something we'd eaten. Feeling a lot better today, but still a little bit weak. We're so sorry we didn't film anything in Da Nang. I was desperate to go out, but I couldn't physically move. So we are going to try and explore Hoi An as much as possible.
And the people here have just been like really, really kind and really hospitable. And yeah, we're really, really excited to explore Hoi An. We've heard from a few people that it is a beautiful town and we can't wait to get out and about.
So we've just come to this little place, as Andrew said, that was recommended by our host. I get a really good vibe from this place. It's called Baby Mustard. It looks like they grow their own vegetables and fruits and herbs and things. I might be wrong, but there's a garden literally just there. The rain's just started again and I feel super cozy here. It's a really nice temperature. It's like 23, 24 degrees. There's a bit of humidity in the air, but not too much. The people who are serving the food are lovely. They're trying to teach us a little bit of Vietnamese. I can actually see them going out in the garden now to pick some of the stuff that we've ordered. Yeah, I get a really good vibe here in Hoi An so far. People seem super friendly and I don't know, we might extend another night here before we go back to Hanoi.
So I've ordered grilled pork with sesame. It comes with steamed rice. Look at this thing. I've got like beautiful sheets of grilled pork covered in sesame seeds. I can't even describe the smell. It just smells incredible. So let's give it a taste. It tastes a little bit smoky, a little bit sweet. You can definitely taste that like the hit from the sesame flavour. It's really good. It's come with like a nice mixed salad as well. It's a little bit garlicky. It's looking like there's a nice big chunk of garlic. I like this a lot. This dish with the rice costs less than £3. We're gonna get so fat in Vietnam. So like even the coffee here is like super special. I ordered a milk coffee and he took ages making it, like not in a bad way, like he was really focusing on what he was doing. And he's brought us this cup of coffee. It's literally like a mouthful, so it's almost like espresso. And it's got like a nice big spoon of what looks like condensed milk in the bottom. So I'm just gonna stir it up before I drink it.
Oh, it smells amazing.
It smells really good.
Like chocolate?
Wow. It does smell like chocolate. Actually, it smells like a really nice dark chocolate. Let's give it a taste. I keep saying this, but it's one of the best cups of coffee I've ever had. It's completely different to the egg coffee back in Hanoi. It tastes like dark chocolate, really sweet. That's really good. Like, I know you don't really want some, but you should try this. It's a strong coffee.
The smell coming from it.
But it is delicious. Like, it's really good.
Okay, let's give it a go. My stomach hasn't been too good, so I don't really want to drink coffee, but I can't resist this. It smells incredible. Wow. That is strong. But like, are you sure that's coffee and not chocolate? Because it literally tastes like coffee chocolate. It's kind of thick. Oh, that is really nice.
I have to say this, Vietnam has some of the best coffee I've ever had in my life. Like, out of every country I've been to, it's probably by far the best country for coffee I've ever been to. So it's starting to rain again. it's getting pretty heavy. So we're going to put the camera back away. We're going to head back to the hotel, relax for a little bit, and then head into Hoi An Old Town a little bit later to head to the night market. It's been recommended to us, so hopefully we can get like some really nice food there as well. So fast forward a couple of hours and we've come to the Hoi An night market. We're not 100% sure what's here. We're hoping lots of food. We actually rented a couple of bikes from the hotel and we've cycled here. It took us about 20 minutes. We're going to go check out the market now. So Hoi An is actually like super famous for its lanterns, and in this market they are everywhere. Like every single shop is covered in these lanterns and they're all different. No two shops like the same. They're also like strewn across the top in like almost like bunting in big rows of lanterns. And yeah, it's really, really pretty, really nice. We're currently looking for a clothes shop to try and get Leanne some flowing pants because she's only really got shorts, so she needs to pick up some pants.
Okay, so the first thing we bought from this market is 2 drinks. Huge drinks because it's actually really hot here. It is so muggy. I went for the lychee flavoured tea, and it's got lotus seeds in it as well, and literally full-on lychees. Oh, that is so refreshing. It is gorgeous and so cold. And Andrew went for a Japanese themed tea, and it's come with this gorgeous green jiggly bunny on top. Altogether this was about £5, so it is quite expensive, but compared to the UK, mega cheap. One of these in the UK would probably cost me about £7, so it's still super cheap. Can't wait to drink this and explore the rest of the market.
So I was still a little bit peckish. Leanne wasn't really that hungry. We stopped by this place and they're selling Ban Trang Nuong, probably butchered the name of that. And they've got like everything on them. There's like onion, shrimp, spring onions, potato, quail's eggs. And they smell really, really good. They're 20,000 dong each, which is like 75, 80p each. Really not expensive. I got 2 of them because I'm greedy. And I'm gonna give them a go now. They're really delicious. There's like sriracha, mayonnaise. It's kind of like creamy yet spicy. These are like really, really crispy and crunchy, kind of like taco shells. Absolutely perfect as a little snack. One's not going to fill you up, that's why I got 2. Really delicious.
Good morning from Hoi An again. Today is a beautiful day. It's not raining. We're standing outside of our lovely guest house, and me and Andrew have decided to take the plunge and rent some motorbikes. We've got about an hour's drive to a place called My Son. We're going to go basically to an ancient temple area with some super old buildings and heritage. So we're really excited about that. Hopefully we make it in one piece. Our bikes are just on the way, so let's see how they are.
So not only is this our first time riding motorbikes in Vietnam, it's also our first time riding motorbikes on the right-hand side of the road. It takes a lot of getting used to. So we're just kind of riding slowly and taking our time. It's not been too bad at the moment. We just have to like concentrate a little bit more on everything we do. So we've made it to My Son. It's apparently like a really ancient temple district. There's not as much, or it's not as big as it used to be. A lot of it did get destroyed, unfortunately, during the war. It cost us 150,000 dong each to get in, which is about £5.20. And apparently there is a free shuttle bus, or a free electric car, that is going to take us through the jungle. Also, it was only 5,000 dong to park the bike for the day. So all in all, actually fairly cheap for a full day's excursion.
Absolutely beautiful here. We're like in the middle of a jungle. We've just finished watching the performance. Which was surprisingly amazing. So now we're going to actually look at the temples.
This place is a lot bigger than I thought it would be. And what surprises me is you can actually get right up close to the temples. In fact, a lot of them you can actually go inside of. It's the kind of place that I should imagine in about 10 to 15 years time you won't be allowed inside of, because I think with this many tourists getting up close, eventually the buildings will start to be damaged. But I'm kind of glad that we've been able to come in and look at the temples so close now before, you know, it gets like barricaded off and you're not allowed in. Really cool experience. I would recommend coming if you were anywhere near this area. Definitely worth a visit. So we're going to go and do now what we probably should have done before we actually walked around the temples. There's nothing really much written in English around the complex, but apparently the museum gives you a good idea about the whole complex and basically why it's here, what it was for. So we're going to go there now and see if we can understand this place a little bit better.
So we've just come out of our little guest house. This is it right here, looking beautiful in the evening. There are bikes here that we can just use whenever we want with brand new looks. We're gonna cycle into the old town because there is a festival, a big festival, the biggest one of the year, like a full moon festival where there's lots of like games and activities, but there's a lot of people there, so we don't know how long we're gonna stay or how long we're gonna be there or what we're gonna do, but we'll go and have a look.
Already this market is so much busier than it was the other night. We think it's going to be really crowded with it being one of the biggest festivals of the year. But I feel as though being in Hoi An, we couldn't come here and not come to this festival. Like, I think it'd be a real shame to miss out on the opportunity. So here we are.
We're back. So we've decided to get some ice cream rolls because it is actually quite warm.
So these were 40,000 dong each. It's like maybe £1.50. Really good. They'd be a lot more expensive back in the UK. So we were wondering what actually happens at this festival. So we asked the woman who runs this bar, and she's just told us that apparently at around 8 o'clock, all of the lights in the area shut off. It's part of the festival. Apparently it's so that they can get a good view of the full moon. It should be quite cool to see, like, because if everything goes completely pitch black, that'd be quite an experience. I wonder if all the boats shut off as well, because there's like tons and tons of boats here and the lights are like so bright. So yeah, kind of cool, kind of excited to see what happens. And we're just gonna sit and wait with the beer. Leanne's ordered a mojito, and I think we've got about half an hour to go before the lights shut off.
So we got some very traditional food. It's Hawaiian pizza. It smelled amazing. We could smell it from the other table, and we just had to get pizza. We've not had pizza in like months, so Hawaiian pizza in Vietnam. Oh my gosh, it's so good.
Okay, so it's gone 8 o'clock, and all the lights are still on. Nothing's actually changed at all. The pizza was really good. And really quick, we're going to explain what to expect if you do come to Hoi An night markets of a night time. It's really busy. It's very touristy. There's all kinds of shops selling all kinds of souvenirs and things like that. There's people walking around selling boat tickets, people going around selling birthday cards, and people going around selling whatever the heck these things are. But yeah, it's a really nice atmosphere. We've come to this place. It's just a nice place to sit and watch people go by, watch the boats come and go. And we've actually really enjoyed the night. It's been a nice night. We're going to carry on walking around, see if anything else happens in this festival. There's a guy spinning swords over that way. Yeah, we'll keep you posted as we keep walking around. Good morning again from Hoi An. Today we are doing something that we haven't done in way too long. Today we are going to the beach. There's a beach apparently called An Bang Beach, I think it is. It's not too far away. We're going to cycle there on the free bikes that this hotel gives us. And then after that we're going to head back to Hoi An Old Town, and we're going to go and grab a couple of banh mi because there's two places I want to try out. So we made it to An Bang Beach. It took us about 20 minutes to cycle from where we're staying to here. It's not the cleanest of beaches, but it is so nice to be back on a sand beach. It has been so long. It's been a good 7, 8, maybe even 9 months since we last stood on a nice, hot, sunny beach. This beach is massive. It stretches all the way from Hoi An right the way down to Da Nang, which you might be able to see in the distance. Yeah, it's really, really nice. All the way along, there are people trying to sell access to sunbeds and things like this. We might jump on one of them later. We're not 100% sure yet. We're just kind of going to walk up and down the beach. So I think we're going to sit, kind of enjoy the sun for a little while before we jump back on the pedal bikes in a little bit and head into Hoi An town itself, because we've not visited it yet in the daytime. And I'm desperate to try these 2 Banh Mi places.
Okay, so we've come to this little cafe on the side of the beach, kind of like a beach bar. They do food, they do fresh coconuts. Andrew's got a fresh coconut. I went for a mango lassi, or like a mango yogurt drink. It's called Free Coconut. The prices seem pretty good. Obviously more elevated than most places, but
Called Tree Coconut.
it's actually called Tree Coconut, not Free Coconut. It's called Tree Coconut. When I saw Free Coconut before, I was like, wow, you get a free coconut if you come in. No, you don't. They do food, the prices aren't that bad. And look at the view.
Okay, so we've come to the first of 2 Banh Mi places. This place is called Madame Khan Banh Mi Queen. We've only come here because Paddy Doyle recommended it. And they do their own like chili sauce, which apparently like really uplifts the whole experience. I'm going to order the mixed banh mi. Leanne's going to order the chicken, and we're going to have 2 Fanta. This thing looks incredible. So inside this, we've got like meat pate, we've got like eggs, we've got pork, we've got all kinds of like veg, like cucumbers, onions. It looks divine. I'm going to cover it in this chili sauce. I don't actually know how spicy this is, but we'll give it a go. That is the best banh mi I've had so far. The bread is like really crispy. It's just got so much flavor. Everything in this is like really fresh. That chili sauce has got like a little kick to it, but it's not like super spicy. It's really good. I think my one was like 30,000 dong, which is like £1. It's really cheap. So that was easily the best banh mi we have had so far. We're going to head to the second place now, which is arguably the most famous of the 2. But we've heard from, as I say, Paddy Doyle that this place is better, so we'll see how the other one compares. So we've come to place number 2. This is called Banh Mi Phong. I've probably once again butchered the name of that, but this is the mixed banh mi here. They are the same price between here and Madame Khan. However, this one does look a bit bigger. It looks super good. This one has beef, pork, like ham, loads of different veggies, chili sauce. As I say, it looks a little bit bigger. Let's see how it compares. I'm going to put a bit of this on. Let's give this a go. It's a lot sweeter than the last one. The bread, thank you. The bread is like really crispy. It's more peppery, less spicy, the sauce. All in all, I do think I prefer the other place. It's really nice here. Once again, it is a really good banh mi. But yeah. So that is it. Our time here in Hoi An has come to an end. We have absolutely loved our time in Hoi An. It is a gorgeous little city, quite touristic, but really nice and quiet, and a huge difference from the hustle and bustle of Hanoi. We have stayed in Ancient River guest house, and this place has been incredible. The owner is really nice, and she cooks an incredible breakfast. We can really recommend this place if you do come to Hoi An. We'll try and link it below. Today we fly back up to Hanoi because in the next video we'll be taking a luxury cruise on the incredible and beautiful Ha Long Bay. See you then.